Hey, that's on God in heaven, blood. I'm tired of niggas, mamas, aunties, cousins, sisters, and nephews acting like they scared. On the dead homies, blood, if them food stamps don't hit on the 1st, the 3rd, or the 6th, we riding that dawn. On the dead homies, blood, ain't nobody, if Trump want to send a National Guard, well, whoop, they do. On the dead homies, blood, we gonna eat. Nigga, fuck you mean, blood. Niggas talking about that's what they want us to do, but we gonna do it. The hell? And if y'all scared to go out and do it, well, send me $50. I got $100 in meat for you. I go get that shit on the dead homies. We need to get this shit structured and right, though. Because which days we riding out? Who all driving? And who the motherfuckers that's going in grabbing shit? We need to, matter of fact, I'm about to start my own motherfucking boosting unit. On God in heaven. We just need a couple people with trucks. Anybody who got a car, let me know. Then we're going to figure out how we putting everybody who gonna fit in which cars. We're gonna have the drivers gonna stay in the cars outside in getaway position, and the rest of the people gonna run in. We need to know who going in the meat section, who going in the produce section, who going in the deli section, the bakery section. We're gonna have niggas so we don't be running all up in there unstructured, and we're gonna do this shit strategically. Everybody got a certain destination, and when everybody done flocking, we're gonna get back in the cars and we're gonna all meet at the rendezvous point. And then we're going to mix all this shit together so we all leave with a little bit of something like meat, bread, snacks, a little bit of everything. So if y'all trying to get with this program, oh God, y'all just type it in my comments, stamps. Dead homies. Reply in the comments, stamps. And we about to put together a motherfucking a unit on the dead homies.
And people are going to start, I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing. People are going to start, instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're going to start watching people go to their cars. And they're going to take all of their groceries. And you know what the store going to do? Not our problem. Not our business. It's outside the store. They didn't do it in the store. It's not our property. Call 911. Call the authorities. Make a report. They're going to leave your ass for dead. And people are really going to be stealing people carts of groceries out of the grocery parking lot. I'm telling you. It seems like it's headed that way. Now, what other choices are people going to have to find food to eat? Because people about to be out here struggling. They about to be out here bad. So do you really think they're going to look at you with all these groceries, packing it in your car, about to go home and feed your family from the, hard-earned money that you made from working your job that afforded you the affordability to buy those groceries? They ain't going to give a fuck. They ain't going to care. They going to snatch them bags up out your hand and be like, I wish you would. And some just might lose their for it. And it ain't worth it.
Hey, shalom. Keepers of sheep, Brother Kashai, back with another lesson. The Lord's will this video is edifying. All right, before we begin, I'd like to first start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rikak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and as you can see, today's lesson will be titled Grocery Snatching Soon. And this is like a response video, right? And as you can see, today's lesson is inspired by the clips played at the beginning of the video. And just want to touch on a few points that both people spoke about with the man and the woman. All right, so you have this man. He's ultimately they are telling the people, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American people, those who depend on EBT food stamps, SNAPs, right? That they should plan to riot and loot, all right, food on the first from the grocery stores, right? And if you listen to him carefully, You hear that he says, if Donald Trump plans to send a National Guard, whoop-de-doo. All right, meaning it is what it is. All right, meaning Jake is prepared to die, all right, for food stamps, EBT, food, all right. Jake is prepared to die for a cause that's not his fight, all right. But ultimately, we know that 2/3 has to be set up, all right, to be eliminated and deleted on this side. So this is just a part of prophecy, all right. Matter of fact, we'll grab that. And 2/3 shall be cut off and die, because this is the point where Jacob's trouble turns for the worse for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, for you 2/3. All right, because as we see, it started out rough for the Northern Kingdom. All right, so-called Hispanics, even majority of the Native Americans. All right, but as far as the border control and the ICE and immigration deportation laws, the Northern Kingdom seen it first. All right, but now it's you so-called Negroes' turn. All right, so-called Jamaicans, blacks, Haitians, Negroes, right? I think there's a hurricane ultimately supposed to come through Jamaica. This is just what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but we'll see, right? And again, all these things is a part of Jacob's trouble, right? Because again, you have 2/3 amongst these Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that don't believe on the true names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They haven't repented. They haven't came back and served the Lord in truth and sincerity, even though the gospel has went out, right? The word has went out, right? But our people continue, all right? They continue to, go on in wickedness. Matter of fact, we'll grab into how long you simple ones, right? Because these people are simple, all right? It's just simple to think that you can riot and loot food, and that's going to change the minds of these of the wicked, man. All right, this is just like he said in the first video with the guy. He said, "This is what they want us to do," and he said we're going to do it. All right, Jake is simple. Jake is ignorant. All right, these are Sodom's children. Matter of fact, we'll grab that. All right. Bear with me. Now these precepts I'm grabbing now, it's not a part of my list. They just happen to come up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Zechariah 13:8 first, and reads, and it shall come to pass that in the land, all right, said the Lord, 2/3 therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. All right, so you have 2/3 that's gonna die on this side. And it's beginning now. All right, they should be cut off and die. Meaning that they're gonna be cut off from the word, cut off from the grace and mercy of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, they're being cut off by their father, the devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, so ultimately 2/3 you're being cut off, man. Cut off from every point. Right? It's all orchestrated, set up by the Lord, man. Proverbs 1:22, and it reads, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in scorning, and fools hate knowledge." All right, so for long as this truth has been out, we've been telling our people, you can't depend on this devil. All right, Esau Edom, so-called white man, is our enemy. All right, he's setting you up for the fail, man. He's setting you up for the kill, ultimately, right? But, our people continue to live on in this society thinking that, so-called white man is your friend, that you have a place in this society, that you're free, all right, that you belong. No, you're not. You don't. You're not a part of the NWO. You're not a part of his new world order, right? And this is a part of it, to eliminate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, going all the way back to his population control. All right, these devils want total control. Again, Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, how long, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, will you love simplicity? Simplicity. How long will you love the simple things? All right, being able to eat fast food, being able to watch your TV, scroll on TikTok and Instagram, being able to voice your opinion, being able to live wickedly. All right, and live in iniquity, sin. How long, man? And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. All right, being able to say what you want to say, think what you want to think, do what you want to do. All right, and think that your opinion matters. And this the devil's going to show you that you never had a point. All right, you never mattered. Right? Hey, you born in vain. Right? We'll grab that. Right. God, Second Ezra 9:22, and it reads, "Let the multitude perish, which was born in vain." All right, it says, "Let the multitude perish." 2/3, 2/3 of you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you're about to be cut off, man. You're about to perish. It says, "Let the multitude perish, then which was born in vain." Salakia, "And let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect." All right, but the point is, hey, you were born. You were born for this, just for this time. You were born to be cut off. You were born for this specific time. All right, you have a lot to fulfill, and this is being fulfilled. All right. Jeremiah 4:22 says, "For my people is foolish. All right, they have not known me. They are sottish children. Me is stupid." Right? It says, "And they have none understanding." All right, so these people know what these devils want them to do, and they do it anyway. They know what comes with looting and rioting. All right, stealing, and they plan to do it anyway. All right. It says they are wise to do evil. What? But to do good, they have no knowledge, and they're not even wise to do evil. All right, well, I guess when they say wise do evil, meaning that's the only knowledge they have is to do evil, right? Ultimately, it says they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And this is a great example of it, man. Right? And dealing with the woman, she had a good point, man. She made a point of, soon, people won't just be looting the stores. They'll be looting each other. They'll be stealing from each other. All right? They be running in your homes, running in your cars. Like she said, waiting for you to leave the grocery store, following you home, right? Hey, these are the times we're coming into, man. Hey, yeah, you won't be able to trust your neighbor, your friend, your family, right? These are the times that we're coming into, right? Matthew 24:12, and it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Right, man? So lucky if you hear any background noise, right? Matthew 24:12, and it reads again, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Meaning people are only going to be caring about themselves. All right, you seen it as of lately. Eve don't even care about her children anymore. All right, people are becoming selfish, man. Right? Matter of fact, we'll grab that. Lovers of their own selves, right? Bear with me. This is 2 Timothy 3:2, and it reads, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God." And this totally describes 2/3 of our people, man. God. Next precept. Second Ezra, of course, 15 and We'll start at 14, right? And it reads, "Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And what's the modern day sword, man? That's the gun. So you have Jake, all right. He said they're preparing to, go toe to toe with the National Guard and whoever, right? You have one people, all right. One people should stand up against another, right, with swords in their hand. It says 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another," right? And that's what you're gonna see, like the lady said. People are gonna start not only taking from the grocery stores, but taking from people's homes, all right? Because what's gonna happen when they loot and riot and and rob and steal all the food from the grocery stores? There's gonna be no more food, right? So people are gonna start going to people's homes, all right? "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the questions of their actions shall stand in their power." And that's what you see, man. All right, you see that these people don't give a damn about Trump sending the National Guard, sending ICE. People are ready to fight. Why? Because people are hungry. People are tired. People are on their last leg, man. They're broke. All right, they're being mistreated on the job. All right, they don't have enough money to feed themselves, put gas in their car. People are on edge. All right, so they have exhausted every option. Fighting is they feel like fighting is the answer at this point, right? It says, "A man, right, shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able, because of their pride. These cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." What does that sound like? Jacob's trouble. 19. This is the point. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with his sword, and spoil their goods, because of lack of bread, and for great tribulation." So, hey man, the time is gonna come when those closest to you, your neighbors, your family, your friends, supposedly, they're gonna what? It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." I mean, he's not gonna care if you have kids. He's not gonna care if you're old, young, a woman, right? He's not gonna care if you're disabled, right? "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with sword, and spoil their goods." All right, he's coming to take anything he can: food, guns, ammunition. All right, anything of value in that time, right? Because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, there's gonna be a lack of bread. There's gonna be a lack of food, man. Right? There's gonna be a time where women are about to go hungry, children are about to go hungry, men are about to go hungry. All right, if you're not of the elect, you're about to go hungry, man. And there's gonna be times where the elect, we may go hungry. We may go a couple days, weeks without eating. All right. Matthew 24, verse 7. And it reads, "For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." All right, so we're about to see the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you thought you had it hard. You thought you was sad. You thought things couldn't get any worse. Well, they're about to turn for the worst that's ever been, man. All right, and that's Jacob's trouble. Mark 13:12, and it reads, "Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death." That's right, man. So we're coming to the time where you're not going to be able to trust no one. All right? If they're not men of the Lord, they're not, of the elect, all right, if they're not doing the will of the Heavenly Father, then ultimately, hey, you're not going to be able to trust these people. All right. Because everybody's going to be out to take care of their own selves, man. Everybody's going to be out to feed their own selves, right? Man, what it says again in 2 Timothy, men shall be lovers of their own selves, man, right? Matthew 6:25, and it reads, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not life more than meat, and the body than raiment? So, hey, man, as you know, the hopeful elect, we understand that hey, none of these things can deter us or keep us from serving the Lord. And we know that, you know, our faith is not in bread and man and drink and, you know, the pleasurable things of this world. Our faith is in the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, right? Salvation, kingdom of heaven. Hey, with that, man, Lord will, this video was edifying. Until next time, I'd like to close out by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to the elect.